Good morning. This is a funeral mass for Patricia K. Terry Urchike, my sister. Born August 22nd, 1941. Wife, Robert Lee Urchike. Mother, Lori, Pam. Sister, myself, Kathy. Grandmother, Brent, Kayla, Anna, Julia. Great-grandmother, Blake, Caden, Riley. Teacher, over 30 years. Taught in Michigan before Bob and Pat moved out to Arizona. Taught for 30 years in the Kyrene School District, not far from here. So I tried to figure out about how many kids she probably passed through her class, and I figured it has to be at least 1,000. She had quite an impact on 1,000 young lives based on the comments from the people that have reached out to Bob, Pam, and Lori. She was really a beloved teacher. The parents of those kids and the comments we see on Facebook really shows how much they cared for her. Someone said to me, I don't know who it was, I don't know if it was my wife Dawn or Pam or Lori, that she was the glue that held all of us together. So when I was preparing for this, trying to figure out what to say and how to say it, I just looked up the word glue in the dictionary, or Googled it. It's this modern age dictionary. So the definition of glue wasn't very romantic. It was just an adhesive that sticks to things, and that didn't sound very, very romantic, very, very nice. But underneath it was an addendum that said there's a thing called human glue. And the definition of human glue was a person you are dependent upon for human interaction in order for you to work as designed. Well, I think that was Patricia Terry. She was the glue that helped us work as we were all designed. So the proof of that is really her life since she married Bob. Bob and Pat married August 17th, 1963. It's 57 years of marriage. That's some powerful glue there. Pam was born August of 64. Lori was born August of 66. In 72, Pat and Bob moved out to Arizona. It really was a big move to move from where they were in Michigan out to Arizona. My Aunt Sophie was already out here. So we already had 3 people who had already made their way here to the valley. Dawn and I, after my sister left, I kept thinking, what's going on out in Phoenix? What's so powerful about that it took my sister down there? And my sister was 8 years older than Kathy and I, and a lot of the time she was really our second mother. I mean, she raised us, helped raise us, babysit us. My mother worked at a local department store, and for a lot of years, she spent a lot of the evenings with us, making sure we got fed and in bed before my mother came back from work. Dawn and I visited in 73, and at that time the valley only had like 1,400 people in it. 1,400,000 people in it. It was like a shiny new penny. The place was spectacular. So the next year, we headed down here, loaded things up in our little trailer, and we came down here, spent 4 years down here. In 79, my dad passed. And in 1980, my mother moved down here. All of a sudden, there's 8 people in the valley. All part of that glue, I think, that was working, that we talked about. In 81, Bob's dad moved down here. 9 people now are in the valley. December of 84, Lori had Brent. Now we're up to 10. Pam and Jim were married in 91. Julia and Anna were born in 99. Lori had Kayla in 93. Now we're up to 14. And talking to Lori, and putting these years together and thinking about their life in the valley, it seemed like from 93 to 2007 was kind of the golden years. Things were blooming in the valley. They had my mom down here. Sophie was obviously here. Bob's dad was here. And they had 4 grandkids. So from 93 to 2000 were some really, really great years for my sister. Blake was born in December of 2009 to Brent and Jamie, the first great-grandkid. 2007 to 2009, don't have any other way of really describing those years. I'm calling those years the hospital years. Bob had 8 surgeries during those 3 years. My mother was having a lot of problems with her lungs, in and out of the hospital a lot. But, Pat was the chief caregiver. She spent a lot of time up there at Banner Hospital. One occasion, she had Mom on one floor and Bob on another. Mom died in 2009. Jim passed in 2017. Caden was born 2019 to Brent and Jamie. Now we're up to 17. Riley's born 2019 to Kayla and Carlos. Carlos and Kayla were married. Now we're up to 19. Now Kathy and Jim come to the valley a few times, and they're smitten with the lifestyle out here. They buy a place in the East Valley. They spend their winter months in the East Valley. So I added it up. I added how that glue worked. I added how she was able to bring us all in. And so over the course of those years, 21 people ended up coming here, coming through the valley, living here, being part of her life. In her obituary, it said Pat was someone to go to for advice, for wisdom, for guidance, for constant support. So that sounds to me a little like the definition of human glue. A person you are dependent upon for human interaction in order for you to work as designed. And that's what she did. She worked for us. She helped us. She was really our guiding light. Rest in peace, my sister. Also, I want to announce that after the Mass, you're all invited to join us for lunch at Pearl's Banquet Hall, 1455 Stately Drive. We wish you would all attend. Thank you very much.